Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to my new video. Here we're gonna look what happened on our first race of unofficial Croatian drivers only tournament, and it was pretty fun race. A lot of unexpected things happened, and it was really fun to drive it. So stick around and let's have some fun. So this is the practice. Let's get into the car. So we are driving Toyota GR86. Very interesting car. Not so fast, but very fun to drive. And yeah, not usually driving this car, so yeah, couldn't tell what's gonna happen here, you know. I have to get used to the car and stuff like that, but it's pretty easy to drive it, so it was okay. So the practice was 15 minutes, and on the end of that, let's see what happened here. This was during the practice. Nice. After the practice we went into qualifies, a 15-minute open qualify. That means that everybody are on the track, so here is the start. That's fun because you can really get some serious time because of the speed draft, you know. If you're catching the air behind the drivers in front, you're faster, so that's really fun when the race layout is like that, qualification layout is like that. So here we are behind Tino Šturlić, trying to keep place behind him. He's a good driver and I wanted to catch some air behind him. Let's look at it from the chopper. Very nice car. So this is the first lap for qualifying. I'm trying to avoid hitting the curbs because they really unsettle the car, how you could see in the example now in front. For this corner I decided I want to go on it. So you saw this that I touched the grass, so that means that this lap is not counting. So that's official iRacing rules. So during the qualifiers you cannot go off the track at all. You can touch grass a little bit, that's okay, but if you go off, that's an X, so that was not counting. And this is my second try, trying to stick behind him to get some draft. I don't know if I can see now the lap times. We're gonna see now here, maybe down. Fastest car on the qualifier was 56.0 something, I think. And I did 56.3, qualifying on P4, and that's it for me actually, because during this 15 minutes of qualify this was my best lap and I couldn't improve nothing more. But yeah, you see Srđan Gibbanic 56.2, Gabriel Iviček P2 56.3, Martin Jurjevic 56.321 and me on 4th place 56.357, and behind me also in 56 by 56.549, and that's it. The first 5 cars are in the 0.5 of a second, so that's really good. What means that they are really good drivers. And yeah, let's speed this up.
There's a car approaching, don't cross the white line.
Follow.
There is 5 more minutes. Here I decided there is no point of trying to get more out of this situation. So let's see how iRacing damage looks like from close up. Bam!
Bad luck, Marco. That was a big one. Are you okay?
I smashed my Toyota into the wall. Look at my front wheel. Went out of the car. I think I see the front left shock somewhere. My bumper is behind me. Huh, I swear I could see a front shock from some angle. Anyways, so I decided to stay in the pits and wait till the end of the qualification. Luckily nobody managed to get better time than me, and I stayed on P4. And here it is. 15 minutes ended, qualifications are done, and we are moving into 30 minutes race. So that's pretty long for a race, but really nice. You wouldn't believe how much you're sweating during these races here. So the wheel is able to give you up to 25 kilos of force in some points, but I'm using it on 50%, let's say, and I'm getting, like, the worst case scenario, I'm getting like maybe 15 kilos of force into my head, not enough to sweat you like a fucking gym in half an hour. People are asking me a lot of time, do you train something? Because when they see my arms, I'm skating, you know, I'm not doing anything with my arms. I have muscles because of this. 6 years on simulator, holding this wheel, driving 24-hour races, as you can see on my videos. It's really exhausting, and yeah, man, you're sitting, playing games, and gaining your, lowering your calories. So, plus for SimRacing. Here it is. This is an out lap, warm-up lap. We have a Porsche 911 992 Cup car leading the Toyotas into race. There is 20 of us on the track, so a lot of people came actually. We didn't expect that. It was really good. But as I said, 5 of us are in a half of a second difference, so it's really great. And here it is, start of the race. I managed to fuck up a little bit the start of the race. I was late on the throttle, and the guy next to me was really early on the throttle, and he overtook me instantly. You see, we are side by side here, but there's 30 minutes left, so I was like, okay, I just go in front, of course, I'm gonna let him through. I don't wanna cause any incidents here at the start of the race. The race started very good. Only one car there, if you saw, that went out. I'm not sure who that was, but you can see it here. Yeah, there was some contacts over there, and he's out. So very nice start. It would be pretty long video if I would go through the whole race. It's a half an hour race, so we're gonna skip a lot of it. The guy in front of me made a move on like lap 5 or 6 for the guy in front of him. The guy in front of him politely let him through. It was really nice to see that. You see, he's like on his tail trying to get in front, but the cars are really slow and you cannot really overtake someone very easily. They have to make a mistake in front of you and then you have a chance to overtake. So it's a bit risky and fucked up to overtake. And you have to calculate when you're gonna overtake, because if you overtake in some wrong place, where both of you are gonna lose speed and time, then the guy behind you is gonna catch both of you. So you really have to count on that in this kind of sport. I think he's gonna go for the move now here. So we are now following this car. He's in front of me. No, he's still not going for a move. I think he's gonna be in the next lap. Let's speed it up.
Okay, Marco, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
And here it is. As we are approaching to the first corner, they were side by side. He picked the faster line inside. He needed to brake a little bit earlier, but he knows what he is doing. The car number 3 politely lets him through, and that's how we do it. And we know if the faster driver is behind us and trying to overtake us, we usually let him through because he's gonna lead us into the rest of the race. If he's faster driver, it's better for you to let him go in front and stick with him behind. It's better technique than fighting in every fucking corner and losing time for everything. So he managed to pull that off. Car number 2 is now in front of him, and the car number 2 was doing a lot of mistakes during the race, and soon he's gonna start attacking him as well. In the meantime, I'm here, black car behind this white one, trying to keep my pace, trying to look for his mistakes so I can overtake, but there was nothing going on for the moment. Let's speed it up a bit. Not yet. I think it was on this first corner he attacked me. Also, here was something interesting. Yeah, he got really close to him, almost hitting him. Let's see that from different angle. Cockpit. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, he was really faster. See, Gabriel didn't want to let him through. Okay. Luca continued pushing him from the back.
Keep the pressure on. Don't give him a break.
And I think here is where he will make a move. Fifth gear and going in. So basically in this point you already lost your position. The car inside is much faster line, and yeah, that's how most of the overtakings are looking like. So let's get back on me. So I was on the tail on this car in front of me. He's really good driver, and he knows exactly what he's doing. But he made a mistake, and I managed to pass him. I didn't plan that. I was thinking in that moment something completely different, but I saw the situation and I managed to take it. We're gonna speed it up until that moment. Yeah, that's here. Same like we saw in this previous fight. Picking up the inside line. See it from my cockpit.
Good pass, well done.
So he's on my left side, already passed him. There is P1, 2 and 3. And I'm now on P4. Let's get this little bit back so you can see what happened here. So you can see the car in front of me went on the grass. That slowed him down a bit, and I managed to go inside and to catch up for the car number 3 in front. Very nice move. I was really now pumped. I'm on P4, catching P3 in front of me, and let's speed it up. And here it is on my next lap. I already did a move. So what happened here? He had a slow exit out of this corner, and I was gaining him. You see, I'm getting closer. He is closing inside line, the faster line. I said, okay, I'm gonna go from outside. And I did a Kobayashi move. Overtook him from outside.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
I was really stoked that I managed to do that, but you see, we are side by side. He almost touched me here. Let's try to see this from some different angles. He's super close to me. You see here? Almost touching me. But luckily, I managed to pull it out because the next corner is left corner and I'm on the inside line, and even the car behind me is attacking him. And that's it, I went in front and there was a mess now behind me. The cars were, you see, everywhere. And yes, that's how I managed to get on P3. As you can hear, I have a spotter, crew chief, my gym. It's the guy who works for me and telling me informations about the race. One of the most important information for this race was how much fuel I have. So we noticed 10 minutes before the end of the race that maybe we will not be able to finish the race because of the fuel. And oh boy, that happened. I'm gonna get on the first 2 guys in front. This is camera from P2. They had a collision. They were side by side drifting in the first corner in one moment. I'm gonna try to find that. That's it now. You see, they were really fighting for the position. Super nice to see these good drivers driving around. You see, they're attacking in every single place they can, you know. It's really fun to watch. And I think it's on this lap. See, he's on his ass. He decided to go inside. He was inside, overtaking him, and no, that's still not that situation. I'm sorry. I think it's the next lap. No, not even the next lap, but every single fucking lap is looking the same. They're fighting. Was this now? No.
5
You're gonna
minutes
see
to
a
go.
lot
This
of
is
smoke.
on the podium if we can keep it together.
Lap.
You see, we are overtaking the cars who are really slow. They are politely letting us through. That's super nice of them. But it's really fucked up in that situation. You see, you're going to the car in front that we are catching for the lap because they did some crashes or something, and it's really stressful in that situation because you don't know what the fuck are they gonna do, because most of the time these guys are freshmen, you know, rookies, and they don't know the rules or whatever. But in this situation they have a blue flag on it, on their screen, and they need to let the guys through. So in this situation they did a good job, and this guy let me through as well. I'm now behind him.
The gap in front is now 0.5. That's 2 minutes left.
Let's find that situation where they were side by... here it is. So look what happened here. So the car number 2 went for the inside line. The car number 1 didn't saw him at all. And this is what happened. They touched and they went both sideways. Look at this. This is like a drift competition now. They're going sideways, sideways, sideways. It's really hard to catch these cars, you know. You really have to be quick on the rotation of your wheel to counter steer, because if you don't do that quick enough, you're gonna be flying out. They were even on the grass, you see, and I was behind there looking and praying, yes, damage, destroy yourselves, guys. I'm gonna come now, overtake you. But yeah, that didn't happen. They pulled it off. They didn't crash, and the race continued. Now the camera is on me, and now, so there is 10 minutes left, and my crew chief is saying me, hey Marco, you have 10 minutes of fuel left. After 1 minute, crew chief says again, 10 minutes of the race, 10 minutes of the race, and I calculated a little bit and noticed that the fuck, man, we're not gonna be able to finish the fucking race. We're gonna have to go to the pits. And this last 5 to 8 minutes of the race, I started lifting. I started shifting early into higher gears to save some fuel. And boy, I was right. So you see me here already on, let's say, half of the throttle. Can you see my throttle? Yeah, you can see here, right here with the mouse, that I'm not giving the full throttle, because I noticed we're not gonna have fuel to finish the race. The car in front of me, the boat car in front of me already went to the pits. Let's go back a bit to see that. So yeah, here you can see P1 and 2 in front, and I'm looking, what the fuck is P2 doing going to the pits? And yeah, they knew, same like me, that we are not maybe gonna be able to finish the race. You see here, press the clutch to save some fuel. On the next lap, I noticed the lead car is also going into the pits. And then I started really like lifting, you know, you're gonna see now. See, clutching. Here I almost spin out because I shifted 2 gears and didn't brake, and almost fucking spinned out. Let's see that from the different angle. This is, man. 3rd gear. Going sideways. Wrong camera. TV2 maybe. Look at me, what an idiot did. 3rd gear, bam, sideways a little bit. Luckily managed to save it. And yeah, I didn't know what to do with this car behind me, and in one point I told him, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm so slow, but I'm saving fuel, please don't overtake me. But eventually he did overtook me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be slow. But then he almost went out, then I have to overtake him again. But you can see here my throttle, it's not all the way. And there is like 7 minutes of the... or no, 7... there's like one more lap. I think here is one more lap to go. And ah no, fuck, this is the end. Sorry. So look what started happening. Cockpit view. So check out the sound of my car. This doesn't sound good. There's like 2 more corners and I'm without fuel. My car is going like this. What the fuck? The car behind me is now 20 seconds, 19 seconds, 18 seconds, approaching. I'm holding a clutch here. You can see going on a last straight. He's 14 seconds behind me, 13 seconds. Like, what the fuck is going on? Am I gonna be able to catch the fucking line before him or not? And there it is, he's coming. And yeah, I started going left, right to save some speed, to gain some speed. And here it is. Maybe 3, 2, yes. So, checker flag, I'm going over the line, bam, and check this, guys. He was behind for only 0.4. And yes, indeed, je prošlo. I was screaming here, I couldn't believe I pulled that out. And yeah, I had the fastest time of the race, 56.016. The second fastest was Luca Bacciani, who finished second, 56.251. And that's it. Yeah, I was super stoked. Nobody knew that this will happen. We had previous week test and the test race. It was the same 30 minute race, and nobody had issues with the fuel, but things are changing here on iRacing. It depends on the temperature of the track, the moisture in the air. Everything is different if these parameters are changed a bit. So here we had a 25 degrees track, and yeah, I'm not sure what was the last time in the race, but probably it was colder, and we could finish the race. But yeah, that's it. I managed to pull that out, finished P1. On the grid I was P4. The race was super, and yeah, that's the first race of the season. We are now currently racing in this unofficial season, and it's going good, but there are a lot of changing in iRacing and in iRacing Croatia community as well. As you may heard, iRacing got a contract with FIA Motorsport, how to say, and it's gonna be official. So next year there is a possibility that we're gonna have official like tournament of Croatia in iRacing, and there's gonna be some prizes or something. I don't know for now, but that's the sneak peek into next year's official season. But until then, I'm gonna try to get the most out of this season. So this is the first race. I finished P1. Next race is next weekend on 23rd of December, and the thing is, I'm in Split on that day for a skateboard competition, and I managed to book myself a term in a race room pole position in Split. The guy is having a business over there, renting simulators for people who want to try this out. So I managed to book appointment there, and yeah, we're gonna see how that's gonna be. He has the same wheel like me, so I'm just gonna load my settings onto it and try to win that race. That race is with Mazda MX-5 on one of my favorite tracks. It's Virginia International Speedway. Yeah, we're gonna see that today is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to make a video. I'm not gonna make a promise because I'm really bad in editing, and this is the only approach I have. So nothing. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel, and I'm gonna try to make more videos. Yeah, one more thing. So this next race is gonna be my last race from Croatia, because I'm going to South Africa, to Cape Town, for 3 months. So I already investigated. There is a sim room over there as well, and I need to contact them, and I'm gonna try to catch up for the next races from Cape Town. So that's gonna be interesting. Thank you guys for watching once again, and see you in the next one.